Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on this channel, and today we are taking on stage 2 of the Targa Florio in this 1906 Renault. I think we should just get started really. There's my little man on the right. And off we go. Now this is a section I like to call the twisty bendy bit, purely because it's, well, twisty and bendy. I think it's probably the most difficult part of the track, and I think in this video context it will probably be the longest video of this 4-part series. I will admit I've already sort of did a trial run in this car off camera a couple of days ago. I'm recording this on Saturday actually. I was going to record it last night, but I was just too tired. Too tired from work, and yeah, it took me 25 minutes. I didn't expect it to take that long, and yeah, it caused me to go to bed quite late because I didn't think it was going to take me so long. But I got a good response from the first video. I'm really happy with that, and really good to see the comments as well, especially from Casual Slim Studios, who mentioned the fact that this thing does actually have rear brakes, and I have to press the handbrake to activate them, which is actually really helpful to know. Probably won't be using it that often. There's a couple of hairpins on this route, but probably won't have to use it, but we're going to give it some oomph. I want to beat 25 minutes. Let's go to third gear up here. Let's try and get some speed. So remember guys, that this car is available as early access on his Patreon page. I'll put a link down in the description. It's a fantastic car to drive. So much fun. I was also thinking of other cars I could attempt on the on this. Whoops. Damn it. It's fine though. We're fine. But yeah, other cars we could take on this, and I was thinking maybe doing a series on it. So trying to get a good time on it, or at the very most beat the lap record around this circuit, which is something like 33 minutes in the Porsche 908. I don't have a 908, but I have a 917. That'd be quite fun to take around here, I think. I want to take around the Reliance Supervan as well, and in the famous Only Fools and Horses Trotters Independent Trade Company livery. I think that'll be quite fun to do. So I've driven that car on a couple of circuits, and most of the time I flip, and yeah, I give it too much, and yeah, 'cause it has 3 wheels. it's really good fun to drive. It's a laugh. Also want to try this in a Group B rally car, and so I'm only just started to get into rallying. Never really been a rallying fan, but I do appreciate it. I remember when I went to Goodwood for the first time last year. I'm going again this year, and me and my friend, he was sort of dribbling over the Metro 6R4, and I had no idea what that was. I know. I've only just got into motorsport, and I'm like, what's this thing, you know? But now I'm like, oh right, okay, now I've discovered Group B rallying. I'm like, oh right, okay, I understand that now. So I want to take the Metro 6R4 around here. I've attempted stage 1, and I actually did it pretty well. I didn't really hit the barriers that much, but I'm not the best rally driver in this game. In fact, you'd probably just say terrible. I'm a terrible rally driver, and if I did upload some rallying videos, you will see me going off quite a few times. You will see some very amateur driving. So I'm more used to going around circuits in, you know, Formula 1 cars, because that's my main interest, is Formula 1 and Grand Prix racing. Oh god. Yeah, Grand Prix and Formula 1 cars. Now this curve is horrible. it always catches me out. I mean, the first time I went out around here in the Metro NS10, I just went straight off. I didn't expect it. Just went straight off that corner. But luckily, if you go off here, it doesn't matter because it still counts towards your lap time, which I'm really grateful for. Imagine if you did all this, took you 45 minutes, and then found out your lap didn't count. Man, it'll be heartbreaking. Yeah, like I said, I want to take the Metro around here, or maybe even the Audi Quattro again, but obviously record it for you guys. Also, welcome to my new subscribers. There's quite a few this week, which I'm quite happy about, so welcome. Hoping to do more commentary style videos. Hoping to do more commentary style videos soon-ish. I know I do a lot of onboard and trackside videos, but I do enjoy doing this, and I've got a lot of content that I want to do, kind of video ideas that I want to do. I want to do like a series where I recreate some of the most dangerous races in history. So like, for example, Avis in the 1930s, Indianapolis, Classic Spa in the 60s, stuff like that. And I want to call it like dangerous races of history or something like that. I did do Avis the other night. I did it in a thunderstorm as well to make it more dramatic. And I did it in what car was it? Yeah, it's the Mercedes W25, which is also made by Casual Sim Studios, who made this car. And again, that one's available for early access on its Patreon. I do want to do a video on that. It's a really fun car to drive. It's got an amazing sound to it. But yeah, I did a race in that, and I got away from like the eras and the Alfa Romeos quite easily. But I wasn't able to catch up to like the later Silver Arrows cars like this, the Auto Unions and the Mercedes. They just went off, and I couldn't catch up to them, which is understandable. There's a few years difference there. And then I attempted it in the streamlined Mercedes, which I'm actually going to be uploading a VR onboard tomorrow now at Avis, and that's really fun to drive. It really is, and I look forward to racing that against the Mercedes streamlined equivalent at Avis. Like I said, in a thunderstorm, so it was quite scary. And I will admit, I did crash at the wall of death. But it wasn't my fault. There was, I don't know, some sort of invisible wall where it shouldn't have been. I just kind of hit it and got stuck in the wall of death. I just had to sit there whilst watching everyone else go past me. I was in the lead at that point. So yeah, stuff like that. And especially Spa. I love driving at the classic Spa circuit, especially in the 60s Formula 1 cars. Because for me, I think that's the era of Formula 1 where I find most interesting. Like, I watched the film Grand Prix about a week or two ago. Absolutely loved it. I know there's a bit of faffing in it. Like, there's a love story. Of course there's a love story in it. But the racing scenes were just amazing. If you haven't seen that film, go and watch it now. Click off this video and go and watch Grand Prix. The racing scenes in that film, just spectacular. I've never seen anything like it. I haven't actually watched Le Mans yet. I do want to watch that, featuring Steve McQueen. Don't know if that's any similar, but I think Steve McQueen actually wanted to make a Formula 1 film, but then kind of stopped his project because, well, he found out that someone else was doing one, so he decided to do one in Le Mans. But yeah, Grand Prix is unique in a way, purely because they actually filmed the legit Grand Prix for the film. In fact, at Spa, there's a photo of it. If I know how, I'll put a photo here. But it's a car strapped. It's a car. Oh god, what's the word? It's a camera. Camera strapped to the car, front of the car. I can't remember who it is. It might be John Surtees or Graham Hill. Literally strapped to the front of the car to film the race, the actual race. So if you go back and watch footage of the 1966 Belgian Grand Prix, you will see a car strapped with a camera on it. And it's just that's amazing. You would never do that now. And there was actual crashes, legit crashes in that race. I think Joe Bonnier actually did have quite a nasty accident at the Master King, and apparently went through someone's kitchen window. He went through the window. The car stayed where it was. That's kind of like proper cartoon comedy, scenario that is. And they just decided to include it in the film. You don't see him obviously flying through it. You just see the car just sort of leaning on this edge, precariously on this edge, which is quite fascinating. And they did the same for Monaco. They recorded scenes in Zandvoort, Brands Hatch as well. The final race was at Monza. Again, amazing. They used the banking, had spectacular crash scenes. It was brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Really is worth. And the storyline's good as well. I quite enjoyed the storyline, except for the whole love thing. That kind of bores me really in films like that. Perfect example would be Pearl Harbor. Could have been a good film, but it was just ruined by the whole love triangle concept. Rubbish. Yeah, stuff like that, and also a series that I've kind of maybe wanted to do YouTube was off camera for the last few months. I've been doing sort of historical F1 seasons, starting the selected years from 1950 right up to this season, 2022. At the moment, off camera, I am currently in the middle of the 1986 season, and in fact, last night I did the German Grand Prix at Hockenheim. I finished third after starting 8th. It was quite a good race actually. Really had to push the car to catch up to what was then third place, and managed to overtake him. It was actually McLaren. I was in the Williams McLaren, and overtook him on the last lap. Luckily there was a back marker that sort of held him up, so I managed to get him at the first chicane. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, stuff like that, because I absolutely love the history of Formula 1. Out of, I don't know how many seasons we've done, but we've done quite a lot. Just to name a few, we've done 1950, 1965, 1967, 1976, 1982. The next one that we're doing after 86 is 88, and then 1990, 91, 94, 97, and so on. It's really fun to do actually, because you really do get an impression of how much it's changed. See, now we're going around in cars with turbo, just caning it down straight, so nearly 190 mile an hour, maybe more, depending on obviously the situation, slipstream, stuff like that. And you're not really thinking much of it. You just go around these purpose-built circuits, and by this time a lot of the older circuits have been sort of redeveloped to meet modern standards, if you will, so it's not too bad. However, I remember doing the sort of late 60s seasons, so 67 was really, really scary, I will admit, because I do those seasons with obviously steering wheel pedals, and obviously VR. I do it all in VR, I can't do it without it. I want the pure kind of experience. I just want that experience of being there. So, we've got old Spa, old Monza, old Zandvoort, old Mexico, all these classic tracks. Nordschleife as well, tracks like that. And it really does show you how dangerous it was, because I remember doing those sort of 60s seasons, the amount of crashes that would happen in the races that I did, it was just insane. Especially at Spa, there'd be cars airborne, and you'd have to, sort of dodge to avoid. and then you go back to 1950, and it has its own unique insanity, because alright, they're not as fast as the 60s cars, but you're quite literally going around these tight country roads. Like Bremgarten is a prime example. You're going around there about 150 miles an hour, but it feels like you shouldn't be doing it, but you do anyway. And also I want to sort of go back to do even older seasons, i.e. 1906. I want to try at least the 1906 season, 1923 and the mid to late 1930s, because you know we have so much content available via mods on Assetto Corsa that it will be ridiculous not to try anything. And classic endurance I want to do, and modern endurance I want to do. Obviously I'm not going to sit here for 6 hours, I haven't got the patience for that or the time yet, but maybe instead of 6 hours of Spa we do an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of Spa. You know, stuff like that. But obviously reviews for mods and stuff like that, because I'm always keeping an eye out for mods to try out. I mean, I know the other day or yesterday the notorious SimDream Development released their 1973 mod, and I will admit I have downloaded it. Okay, I will admit I have paid money for it, but I just wanted to see what the difference was, because I did actually buy from them a long time ago before I sort of found out about them, which I was ashamed about, which is understandable. A lot of people can be caught out, but I thought I'd try them because obviously they brought out the new policies, stuff like that. They seem to be actually making their own mods now, which I hope is true. Because the 73 mod was actually quite good. I will admit I might feature on this channel, but the 73 Grand Prix mod is actually quite good. So I might feature on here, because like I said, I want to do more commentary style videos. It's all well and good doing the trackside and VR onboards, but now that I'm starting to do this, you know, I don't think it's really appropriate. You see me watching this video, talking, having fun, driving this car. All of a sudden you get like a 5-minute on board of me, well, not me, but the car. I mean, they're fun to do, they're fun to make, but I just don't think they're right for this channel anymore, because I want to do more stuff like this. So can you see why this bit is the twisty bendy bit? There's a lot of... oh god. Yeah, we're fine. I think we're fine. Yep. We are fine. See, that corner always catches me out. In fact, when I attempted this section in this car off camera a couple of days ago, I did the exact same thing. I never learned my lesson. So yeah, go back to those historic F1 seasons that I want to do. Like I said, I'm up to 1986 now. But obviously I'll do it for you guys as well, because they're extremely fun. And the amount of stuff that happens, sometimes you do get a boring race, and you're kind of glad it's over, and a lot of time I'm kind of concentrating so much I don't talk, but obviously knowing that you guys are watching, I'll talk obviously, and you get my live furious reaction if I crash or something like that, because it is like that sometimes. When you think you're doing really well, and all of a sudden it all goes wrong, and you just want to just shut yourself off. Even the sim racing, it feels like that. I remember one incident when I was running thirds at Zandvoort, which is an extremely difficult track, especially the sort of the 60-something version, which you can download. It's available out there on F3 historic tracks, and it's extremely tricky track. It really is. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like the second sector of the track. And yeah, running P3. I just got my line completely wrong, panicked, slid off the track and went up a sand dune, sort of did a front flip, and then sort of landed back on the track. My wheels just sheared off, and because I've been done so well up until that point, I had fourth place behind me the entire race, giving me grief, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. I know it's only the AI, but the AI are kind of notorious on this game. They don't care. They will never give you space. Sometimes you might be lucky and you'll find that they are actually giving you space, but yeah. I tend to give them space. Let's just say that. I give them space because I don't want to crash. I want a nice clean race. But sometimes it's unavoidable. Especially the 88 version of Hockenheim in this game. There's the chicane for the Oscar. That's so narrow, but in the AI, they will just go for it. They don't care if you're in front, they won't slow down, let someone go first. They'll just go in at once. Which is quite funny, really. But there's always crashes, as there was last night. Oh god. It's fine. So you can see why I'm a bit hesitant of taking the metro around here. Because even in this car, I'm hitting barriers. But like I said, this car isn't slow. Because despite the length of the Targa Florio, the average speed around here was actually really slow. I think it was only about 70 miles an hour, the average speed. And you can see why. Especially this twisty bendy bit. Oh, fine. So I want to do a race. That's another thing I want to do. In this sort of Dangerous Races of History series that I want to do. I want to do a race on the full length of the circuit. Oh no. That corner always catches me out. Every single time. Because every time it comes up I just think, it's just a normal corner. But no, it's extremely tight, you can't see it, and boom, you're off. But luckily I actually managed to keep myself on the road this time. So, hooray for me, I guess. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to do the full length of this track in this car. With others. So, I full, 20 of these cars, a full race. I think that would be pretty cool. Imagine the tension. What the gaps? Yeah, it's like, oh, where's P3? Oh, he's about half an hour behind you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's catching you though. Okay, I'll put my foot down. But yeah, what other races shall we include on this channel? So Macau, I think is one. There's always trouble there. Where else? I mean, classic Monza of the banking, yes. Brooklyn's definitely, I want to feature that. In fact, I might do a video on the Mercedes W25 at Brooklyn's, because I think that would just be really fun. Because for me, I absolutely love the 30s Grand Prix racing. In fact, the other night I was actually watching a documentary about the old silver arrows. Not the modern day rubbish. The proper silver arrows. I think we're approaching the end of this now. I think it's somewhere around here. So come on, let's push. Come on. There we go. There it is. We done it. I don't know what time we did it. It's probably going to be around 20-25 minutes. But we actually did stage 1 17 minutes. Because I attempted this off camera, it took me 25 minutes. So hopefully I've beaten it. That'd be very nice. So yes, that was stage 2 of the Targa Florio with the 1906 Renault. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing. Really appreciate it. It makes me happy every time I see a notification that one of you is subscribed. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your week. And trust me, there will be a part 3 to this, because this is about to get to the stage 3, which is I like to call the I don't know, beautiful section. It's pretty good. It's pretty good scenery wise, and yeah, it's just a fantastic track. Have you downloaded it yet? No? Well, go and download it. Both the car and the track. But anyways guys, yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon, and have a great day. See you later.